Welcome to Barron 2. Barron 2's homepage now features a video. Scrolling down, you'll see our cross-product listing tabs at the bottom over here. Another place to find this will be within the Shop Now collections piece. These are cross-category or cross-product listing pages. The idea of them is to allow for products from different categories to be found in a single listing page, and that is so that when there is a promotion or there is a campaign running, all products that are deemed relevant to that specific campaign can be found within these collections. It's just there to ease the shopping journey. We have not removed those products from the regular listing pages under its specific category. It's just to give a good or better rather shopping experience and allow for a little bit less clicking around when searching for products. On login, you'll be navigated through to the dashboard. Within the dashboard, we land on the overview. One of the things that we ask is that you provide a little bit of feedback on what it is that you would like to see on the overview page. For now, we've put open orders, out for delivery, and new invoices there. And right at the bottom of this overview screen, you'll see our information station. This information station is just there to provide a little bit of reading on different branding techniques, trends in the industry, or different products. This information may not necessarily be specifically Barron related, but they will be industry related. We've got the navigation on the left side over here. Going into the account section, you'll notice that there are a few account tabs over here. Within the account section, you will see that the information here is no different from the Barron 1 information. The only bit of information that's a little bit more is the permission section at the bottom, which does tell you the teammate permission, and we have separated that into 3: super admin, sales rep, and account manager. We will add a little bit more information as to what each of those permissions has access to at a later stage. But to give a little bit of an overview, your super admin should have access to almost everything. Your sales rep will be able to purchase but has very limited functionality within the account section, and your account manager will be someone that can shop through, but they will not be able to place an order. Going back, we've got the company information, which is the same company information that you had in Barron 1, and it's just to give an overview of your account information. Coming in, you've got your billing section. Your billing section is where you will find your invoices. I have no invoices on my account, but all of your previous invoices from Barron 1 will also be available within this section. At the top over here, you'll see the available credit. The account that I'm logged in on does not have available credit at this time, but I'll go into one that does. And your credit, that's just to show how far away you are from reaching your credit limit, so that it does not block any future purposes, and that you can still use the account payment. If I log out, and log in with an account that just has a little bit more permissions, you'll notice that once logged in, it does redirect the user directly from the home page through to the account section. Going into the account section, you'll see that this account has an additional tab for users, and this is where you will be able to add a new contact into your account. When adding the contact, this is where you select the permission that is relevant to that contact. Once the user has been added, they will receive an email, and following the instructions on that email, they'll be able to come on to Barron and create a password. Just to give you guys an idea of the available credit, you can see here I've got my total available credit, and then I've got my spend that has been used on that credit, and that's just to show you how the credit or available credit at the top of the billing screen works. Going back into our loyalty program, the loyalty program has not changed between Barron 1 and Barron 2. This page just gives you the same information that could be found on the loyalty page that was in Barron 1. The additional on the screen is the tier that you see at the top. So this gives you an indication of how far you are from reaching your specific target for the year on that tier. Going above that tier will allow you to get bumped to an additional tier, to the next tier, but this just gives you an indicator of where you are sitting within the year. Okay, going back into the shop section, the shop section can be found within your dashboard, but it can also be found on the home page, and I'll take you there soon. The page over here, we have body warmers, and scrolling down, we do not have pagination, so all body warmers are found on this screen. You can see we've got in stock and incoming there, and you are able to quick add from here. Quick adding will add it to cart without any branding on it. If you do want to add branding, you will need to go into the journey. One of the additional features that we've got on the listing page is the ability to render across all of the products, and this is just for a quick view of what the branding could look like. So you'll see that the B has been put. I can remove my logo and it will take it off the products, but whatever logo I do put on will be shown. The positions shown on the listing page are just default positions for a quick view of what the logo will look like on the specific product. If you want to look at other positions, then you can go into the detail page. If I move on to another category, such as the golf shirts, you'll see that my logo also renders on these so that I don't have to remove it and re-add it within each category. I can just shop all the way through. So going into our 175 gram, on the detail page, we now have the big picture on the side over here, the name of the product and the available products. You see the genders that are available for this particular product, as well as a quick overview of the color that you are on stock that is available. At the bottom over here, you'll see a few accordions with the product features and the customizations. These are the customizations that are specific to this product. So if I am in a different product, the customizations will change. If I then choose to start my order, you'll notice we have normal and sample buttons at the top over here. Clicking on normal, I am now able to choose the men's or the ladies in order to add into my cart. So selecting the different colors, you'll see that the table does expand at the bottom for ladies and men's. I can then add some quantities on here, and then on the ladies section do the same where I add the quantities. You'll notice at the bottom we've got a bit of a floating cart that does count the number of products for that specific product that has been added into cart. At the bottom over here, you'll see an overview of all the products that you've added along with the quantities that you had selected. And you can say, yes, let's get started. On getting started, you'll see that it is separated between the men's and the ladies and the different colors that you have chosen. So I can choose left chest and right chest, go next. I can now select from a media library, or I can upload from my computer. We'll delve a little bit deeper into the media library at a later stage, but showing it over here, you can see all the logos that I have previously uploaded. Going in to select from my computer, I'll upload a Barron logo. You can see that it renders on my chest. Select the branding type and size, and then move through to my right chest, where I can now select from my media library, select a random logo, and then just put the sizes in, and I can then save the branding. You'll see it jumps then to the next color. And right at the bottom over here on the product preview, you can see which one I've branded and the items that I have added no branding onto. On this, if I skip branding, then I can just skip for each of them. Right. and then I can add to cart. Adding to cart will add each of my items to cart, and you see on the slide out of the cart, you see the branding that I had added onto each of the items, as well as the items that did not have branding with it. Okay, going back into our dashboard section, we'll touch a bit on the media library. So your media library is going to be a place where you can store each of your logos over time. It is separated into recently used, vectorized, and production, and the idea of this is to make everyone aware of which logos have been previously vectorized, and that is to assist in speeding up the layout or the creative team's process. You'll see your total artworks that are available here, and at the bottom you can add your logos. So you are able to refer back to these logos for any designs used in the future, and they are usable throughout the site. Moving into the transact section, here's where you'll see your returns and your orders. Going onto your order screen, you've got the normal order table where you've got your BASO, your PO number, your order date. The additional column that we have on here is your order type. Your order type could be 4 types, could be a sample, a not sample, and could be a branded or a non-branded order. And this is just to give a quick overview of which is a normal, which is a sample order. And on top of that, another bit of feedback that we have received is that we will add whether it is a collection or a delivery order, so that you can see it off the bat on the orders screen. On the screen, you'll see under actions, we've got order again, and then we've got view order. What order again will do is add the items from that particular order into the cart. What will happen is that your cart will be cleared out and you will be replaced with the items that are in that specific order, and add that through to the cart. So the products will be added across. If there is branding on that product, then branding will also get added into the cart from that specific order. Going into view your order, you can see an overview here. So you can see this was a Skynet delivery. You can see the address as an overview over there. We've got a summary, of the products that are available, along with the unit price and total and quantity. On the side over here, you'll see the order tracking. So if it is a branded order, there are additional steps within the tracking that you will be able to see on the side over here. Because this is not a branded order, you don't see those. Scrolling down, you've got your delivery tracking over here, and on this you're able to download the POD. You see every little bit of information, and you can view additional statuses over here. Okay. On the side over here, you've got your catalogs. Your catalogs are just the normal catalogs that are available on Barron.com, and they are clickable, and then they just open up for viewing. On this, they are still downloadable and shareable as per the functionality that we previously had. And that is Barron 2. Thank you very much.